Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we're at the farm, and we've got some beehives to get into. I tell you what, we've got two hives that have two specific and unique issues that we are going to attempt to deal with today and possibly even come back tomorrow to finish it up. But before we get into the video, before we start talking about what it is that we're going to try to accomplish today, I want to do a small mail call and share with you some things that have been sent to me by some of the viewers. Now, I tell you what, we've got some creative viewers out there, and they're developing new products left and right, and it's just amazing. So let me begin with a attachment for a car vac that turns it into a Beetle Sucker 5000. Now, this was sent in by James Crouch, and it is a fantastic attachment for a car vac. Now, it does not necessarily fit on the Saker car vac. I haven't been able to figure out how to attach to mine, but it does attach to a car vac, whatever one he's using, and it does take the Saker filters. So there you go, there you have it. This was done by James Crouch, and he is out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and this is a fantastic 3D printed translucent canister, so you can see if you've got beetles in it. And it's got an inside apparatus here. Let's see if we can get to it. That actually controls the airflow, I believe. That is very, very ingenious. So I want to thank James Crouch again. Now, if this is something that you can acquire, I will leave directions on how to acquire it down in the description below. So make sure to check it if you're interested in turning a car vac into a Beetle Sucker 5000. Next, I want to show you something that was sent to me by Mike's Bees. Now, this is going a little bit above and beyond a 3D printed part or coming up with a new woodware contraption. This is chemistry in action. Let me tell you, Mike's Bees out of Cambridge, Ohio, has developed a purified top shelf oxalic acid. So this is so pure that they actually convinced the EPA to up the dosage of this to 2 grams per deep. This is fantastic stuff. He said that this is not like the stuff that you get on Amazon. This is fantastic oxalic acid made by Mike's Bees. Now, let me show you something else that makes it really, really special. This is the standard powder like we're all used to using, and it works with the Janos Easy Vap and all of the other evaporators out there. But he took it a step farther, and he actually made pellets. These are tablets, and each one is the correct dose. You just drop it into your Easy Vap, put the lid on it, and away you go. And it will give your bees the correct dose per deep. So you got to love that. I tell you what, I'm really, really impressed with what Mike has done here. He's actually whipped out the old chemistry book and made a real, honest-to-goodness product. This is 50 tablets in here, and I can tell you what, as soon as I am ready to start doing my OA treatments after the harvest, I'm going to give these a try, so you're going to see me use these on the channel. I want to thank Mike at Mike's Bees again for sending these to me. I will leave a link down in the description to let you know where you can go and get this. If that's something that you would like to try. He's worked really, really hard on it and actually been in touch with the EPA to get the correct dose and the dose set up for our hives and for use with bees. So again, this is not the same stuff that you would get from Amazon, which is where I've been getting my OA. But I tell you what, I'm going to be using Mike's Bees OA from now on. Fantastic. Again, thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. Now, last but not least, if you are a person who has built one of Vino Farms bee barns, as I have, Jim invented the bee barn a couple of years ago, and he has since built a bee barn version 2 that I'm probably going to end up building and putting in my apiary at some point. And since then, we've all been making frames by cutting 2x4s and putting a top and bottom board on there. And I know that Jim over at Vino Farms is actually coming up with his own set of frames, and as soon as he finishes those up, we're going to share those on this channel as well. But these were sent to me by Christopher Banks. These are called Banks frames, and they do everything that we need them to do. They hold very securely the medium and the deep foundation, so they fit perfectly inside of a bee barn. They are 3D printed. They're secured with a top and bottom bar from a standard frame, but they are ready to go and accept bees first day. They also have some neat features here on the side where bees can actually crawl and access the frame through the sides of the frame, top and bottom, as well as through the middle. So I want to thank Banks there, Christopher Banks, for sending that out to me. I am going to be trying those in my bee barn sooner rather than later. I've probably got some frames that I need to replace, and he sent me 4 of those, so I'm going to be putting them in the bee barn and see how they work. But if you're interested in getting them, I will leave a link down below. They are $25 a set, and now when I say set, I mean one frame. It's $25 for the left and the right piece, where you put the top, the bottom, and the foundation. Doesn't come with any of that. It comes with the side pieces and some screws, but it's $25 a piece. If it's something you're interested in, I will leave a link. I think he's got an Etsy store, and you can acquire them there. All right, so now that we've got the mail call out of the way, I want to share with you exactly what it is we're going to be doing today. I've got a very specific issue with 2 hives in the bee yard. The other hives, I'm just going to run around, put supers on them. I'm not going to show that on camera. You've seen me put supers on hives before. I'm going to super up some of these other hives. I've got them back here in the back. Everything's going to be right with the world. But the 2 hives that we have to deal with today are going to be hive number 12 and hive number 20. Now, both of them we need to check for queens, but for 2 very different reasons. Hive number 12, well, it's swarmed. Now, I'm using the Demaree swarm control method, but it swarmed, and I know that it swarmed because my trail camera sits at the head of the bee yard, and a swarm is enough activity to set the camera off, and I've got it on video, and I will show you that here. Now that I know that this thing is swarmed, I have to look for a queen, because I may have a virgin queen in the top box, or I may have a virgin queen in the bottom box, or I may have 2 queens in there, one in top and one in bottom. I don't know. I might not even have a queen in there at all, but we've got to decide what's going on with hive number 12 so that we can correct it, rectify the situation, or do what it is that we need to do over there. Now, hive number 20. Hive number 20, I do need to also look for a queen. The last time I was out here, I was working the bees after I finished making the video, and I got all the way to hive number 20 thinking everything was going to be right with the world. It had a lot of bees in it. It had a lot of drones in it. It had a whole lot of drone brood in it. I mean, a lot of drone brood in it. I'm thinking I might have a laying worker in hive number 20. And if that's the case, we are going to deal with that. And I think I have a way to deal with the laying worker that I have not used before. Before, I've just shaken them out on the property, let them all fly back to the hive, and everything was right with the world. Or I would shake them out, remove the hive altogether, and the bees would beg, borrow, and steal their way into some other hives. But I think if I have a laying worker in that hive, I'm going to try something different to try to keep that hive where it sits, but just get rid of the laying worker. We'll get into that as soon as we get there. Let me get my smoker lit, my gear on, and we'll get started. All right, so I'm going to let you know up front that I'm not going to be as nimble with the frames as I usually am. I had a small accident when I was doing dishes. I actually dropped a glass in the sink and reached for it at full speed to try to save it, and it smashed, and I slammed my hand into some broken glass and damn near cut my finger off. So I'm on the mend. I got 13 stitches. I am going to be wearing my gloves, so I should be able to do something. It's my middle finger. It's my bird finger. I'm not going to show you the way that somebody would normally show you a finger, because I don't want to give you the bird, but I'm on the mend. It's a little sore, and it's kind of hard to pick things up, but I'm going to do my best so we can at least get through these 2 hives today. Hello, ladies. Now we're going to have to do a full inspection. All the boxes, because the queen could be anywhere. Could be anywhere or could be nowhere. I don't know. We're going to find out. I just hope I have some bees left in this box. Hello. Let's see what's happening in here. Hopefully something good. We'll make quick work of this one. I think this deep is kind of light. Okay, they are bringing in nectar on that one. That is a little bit of honey. That is getting drawn out. Okay, so this was a checkerboarded box. Now, if there's going to be a queen in the upper level, it's going to be in this next box. Okay, we're drawing stuff out. We're drawing out comb there. This Demaree split may have flopped once they swarmed, because I must have missed a queen. That had to be what happened. All right, let's go down. Okay, there's some bees. Make sure I don't have a queen sitting on there. I do not. Guess I don't need this anymore. I can take the queen excluder off. Let's give these girls a little bit of smoke. Hello. I suspect we're going to have a queen in this box. Either a new queen, a honeybound queen. We're gonna have something going on here. I tell you what, I see some freshly capped honey in here. Let's see what we have going on. That is a full frame of honey. Holy moly. I got here just in time with supers. Full frame of honey. Now if I miss the queen and you see her, shout her out. I really don't want to miss her. That's a full frame of honey on both sides. There's not going to be any laying going on right there. Oh, that is a solid frame of honey. They're capping it already. Both sides. All right, I think these girls thought they were honey bound. They didn't want to go upstairs. So what we are going to do is we are going to take this box of honey that they are capping, and we are going to checkerboard it with that empty, and we're going to remove the top queen excluder. Okay, that's all full of honey. These girls are filling the box. I mean, I expected it to be a lot of honey, but I didn't expect this. Holy moly, this is full. They're capping that on both sides. I should have brought my 9-frame spacer. This would have been the perfect time to put the 9-frame spacer on. Oh yeah. They're drawing that one out. They've got honey on the front and the back. Okay, so what we're going to do, because we've only got 2 frames here that aren't drawn. Okay, we are going to do some checkerboarding really quick. Okay, so this hive here is going to be treated like a normal hive and not a Demaree split. I'm just going to go ahead and leave the single brood chamber down in the bottom. That one goes in. More room for honey, girls. This one will go in here. There we go. Start storing the goods there, ladies. Hello. Although there seems to be plenty of room for her to lay down here. Okay, so our swarm must have come from this bottom box. They got honey bound. That was the problem. They got honey bound. All right. All right, that is a brood frame. Do you see a queen? Or a chewed out queen cell? That would be interesting to see. There's a full frame of brood. Do you see a virgin queen on here anywhere? Oh, there's a queen cell. Okay, we do have a queen cell right here. So we're going to set that aside. All right, so we have one queen cell. Now we have to find the queen, because if we can't find the queen, we're going to have another swarm. But maybe she swarmed because they had a queen cell. I don't know. We're going to find out. There's a nice full frame of brood. Keep your eyes peeled for a queen. I don't see one. Look right there. Oh, we have more. 2 more queen cells. This isn't good. That's the situation here. They got honey bound, and that makes me worried that the other boxes are going to be in the same shape. Instead of building out comb, they decided to bug out. There's another one. Holy moly. Okay, that one's been chewed out. There's a queen in this hive. One there, one there. 2 more there. Okay, this is a nightmare scenario. Queen cells everywhere. Not good. There's still a healthy population in here. That's a bonus. But we need to find that queen. It has chewed her way out. Okay, I don't see the queen there. Okay. It's a beautiful frame. See the queen? Shout her out. I don't see her on there. We have her on the other side. There's another queen cell. It's a giant one too. Okay. So I'm going to be finding that queen and eliminating some queen cells today. I think that's that's part of the plan. But I may just take some of these frames with the brood and queen cells and dump them up in that laying worker hive. It's a possibility. We may do that. I don't know. Let's have a look. Because so far I'm not seeing this queen. But I saw a massive chewed out queen cell. I mean massive. Hope she's not in the air. That would be no good. Almost looks like I've got a swarm going on right now. From hive number 13 maybe. There's a bunch of bees in front of hive number 13. Let me look again. We have to go through it again. I'll let you know what I find. Okay, the activity in the bee yard is slowed. I'm thinking we just had a hive 13 probably just swarmed while we were all standing here. I think that just happened, but I don't see a swarm in the trees anywhere. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, son of a gun. I got a swarm. It's on the trail cam. Holy moly. Okay, well, good thing I've got some boxes here. We'll put it in a box. It's a small swarm, but it's got the trail cam completely covered. All right, well, this is no fun. This is no fun at all. I need that queen. I need her. Where are you, Your Highness? At the same time, I don't want those bees to fly away. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. We are going to close this hive up for a second. I'm going to try to checkerboard these frames to try to isolate the queen on a frame that's got comb on it. There, there. All right, so we are going to put this back together momentarily and go deal with that swarm really quick. Let them know they can go right down in there. All right. Look at that house, ladies. Look at that. Wonderful. Where's your queen? Where is your queen? Okay, they're putting the banana on me. I can smell it. Let's try to button them up inside here really fast. Now let's look for the queen to come back. Or maybe she's in the air. Let's do this. Let's we'll try to hang this box right up here. There we go, ladies, right there. All right, do we have a queen back here? A lot of bees still on here. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep them off this thing. And up on the top. Oh, there's our queen right there. There she is. There she is. We got her. There we go. I got her. Okay, she's a virgin. They swarmed with a virgin queen, but I got her. All right, let me walk her back around. We're gonna put her in this box. All right, we're gonna set her right here for now, so that they know their queen is still with them. No, that's not gonna be easy. Let's take this down for a second. Right down here. Okay, here we go. And hang it right back up here so they can all smell her. Then we're gonna get back to work. All right, so before we do anything else, before I go back through hive number 12 looking for the virgin queen, we're going to check to see if this hive has a laying worker, and if it does, I'm just going to take some queen cells out of hive number 12 and swap some frames around, and there you go. I'm not going to send any workers over there at all because I don't want any laying worker getting into that hive. But we are going to shake some frames out, swap them out. We're going to try to put some queen cells in this box. All right, let's have a look. Here's the moment of truth. Do we have a laying worker, or do we still have a queen in this box? All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, that is being drawn out. Don't see any laying worker happening there. All right. Now I think we're getting into the funky frames here. Here we go. This is where the magic is happening. I think this is where we have a laying worker. No. I take that back. It is not bad. But they are filling it with honey. Now see, here is where I'm seeing a bunch of drone brood. This is why I thought it was a laying worker hive, and maybe it is. I don't know. That's all drone brood. Popcorny nonsense. Popcorny nonsense. I may just go shake this frame out and remove it. They're storing honey in there. I don't see the first non-drone capped brood in here. More popcorn brood. See, this is a laying worker, which tells me that those queen cells that they're making, there's no way they're any good. I mean, would they try to make queens out of a laying worker egg? I've never seen that happen before. Or maybe their queen is just so terrible, only 1 out of every 500 eggs is fertilized. That's just all garbage. Oh, it's all the same. It's just the same stuff. If you see a queen, let me know. I don't think there's a queen in here. This is all just nonsense. I mean, I don't know what happened. Maybe their queen died. Yeah. There's no worker brood at all. That's all drone brood. Now I'll dig through it and I'll see if I can find any varroa mites on it. But this needs to be shaken out. So we know we have a situation here. We are going to address this tomorrow morning. All right, well, it's day 2 and I'm back in the apiary, and we are going to deal with this laying worker hive today. Now the bees haven't forgotten that I was here yesterday. They're swarming all over me. I haven't even gotten into a hive yet. But let me tell you what I did after I shut the camera off yesterday, because the plans have changed a little bit. After I shut the camera off, I did go through hive number 12 for a 3rd time, and I did finally find a queen. She is painted, she is down on the bottom. Everything is right with the world with hive number 12 right now. Hive number 13, I found 2 queens in that box and about 8 swarm cells. So I tell you what, my plans changed. I actually I painted and moved the queen down to the bottom box here, along with several frames with swarm cells and brood on it, so that you've got a good queen pheromone happening down there. the goal is to let the queen in the bottom brood box take over, have all the bees inside there, kill the laying workers, and everything will be right with the world. But if that doesn't work, we still have the fallback position, and that won't happen today. But if we go in here today and find out that queen has been killed, what we will do then is probably next weekend I will bring a chronic hive out here, set it on the bottom, take these boxes, shake them off across the field somewhere, and only the successful bees who can find their way back and bribe their way back into the chronic hive in this position will be allowed to continue with the season. So there you go, there you have it. That's the plan, that's the goal. Let's get into this box and see what's going on. Hello. I cannot believe that the bees still remember me from last night. Oh, and I did manage to take a small split from one of the hives back in the back, some more queen cells that I found, and I got the swarm that landed on the trail cam. I got that swarm back to the house. They're chilling back in the resource nuke, so everything is right with the world there. Hello, bees. Now we're gonna see if our queen survived the night. She's got a nice bright green dot on her. But I've changed the cameras around. Let's see if we can find our queen with the green dot. Hello. If we find her, that means everything is good. Now, she was a small queen, but the question is, did they allow her to live? Okay, we have a lot of bees here. I don't see a green dot anywhere on there. Go to the next one. Okay. We have a lot of what appears to be nothing happening here. A lot of honey being stored. But this is not one of the frames with the queen cell on it. I do not see the queen on that side. Let's flip this over. I do not see the queen on that side. I see a lot of drones. There are a ton of drones, but no queen. Okay. Let's see if they've still got these queen cells intact, if they're attending to them. All right, here we go. So here are some, oh, the queen cell. There's another giant chewed out queen cell right there. Okay, that wasn't there yesterday. Okay. Wonder if they chewed her out and killed her. Okay, so let's look for a possible virgin queen in here. We're also looking for the green dot. Okay, I don't see anything that looks like a virgin queen here. Let's flip it over. Okay, we have 4 more queen cells here. They have not destroyed them. They're still there. Okay, let's look for our green dotted queen here. Do we see her? It's good that they're taking care of those queen cells and they're not destroying them. So this Demaree swarm control method is proving to be interesting. It's a lot of work. I mean, I tell you, it's a whole lot of work. A ton. And I don't know that it's, I mean, it's prevented several swarms. Out of 20 hives here, I've had 3 swarms. Okay, I see larvae in this frame, and I think this is from the laying worker, because I did leave some of those frames here. So I think this is a laying worker frame. All right. I don't see the queen. I think they whacked her, but the fact that those queen cells are still being tended to, that tells me that we still have a shot at saving this one. We will see. Nothing but drones on here. Yep. Okay, I don't see her there. I think they killed her. It's okay. It was a sacrificial queen anyway. She was tiny. I don't really have a problem with her getting whacked. I will take a very close look at the inside of this box just to make sure. And to be honest, she was kind of small. It's possible she could have fit through a queen excluder. All right, well, I tell you what, we have queen cells that are viable in this. There's a caterpillar in this box. So I'm going to say that we still have a shot. Maybe I should go through that middle box. Maybe the queen came through the queen excluder because she was small. This is probably going to be another long video. Trying to keep my videos around 12 minutes, 13 minutes, but lately it's been 30 minutes, 35 minutes. All right, we'll just take a quick gander through this one. Let's pull off the upper entrance. All right. This is so depressing. This hive is all drone brood. It's the worst. It's the worst. Total laying worker. Total laying worker. All right. All right, this is just gross. There's nothing about this that isn't gross. Just destroyed. And I don't know how the laying worker colony could have taken off that quickly. They had a queen when we did the Demaree splits. We saw her. Did she just die? I mean, what happened? What caused this nightmare? Yeah, this is just all disgusting. This is so depressing. So depressing. It is depressing. What should I do? So let me ask you this question. In your apiary, if this happens, should I let all these drones hatch? Should I shake all the bees off into this box and then put an empty frame in here? I think that's what I might do. I don't want this many drones because all they're going to do is consume the honey. Yeah, maybe I should just go shake this entire frame out over there somewhere. No, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm gonna go just shake this out somewhere. The laying worker won't be able to get back. That's a plan. I've got 2 frames. As long as I can verify that the green queen is not on them, I'm gonna shake them off. Yeah, I'm gonna go shake these 2 frames out. I'm not gonna keep these in the hive. They're just drones. Where can I shake them off? I'll go this way. I'll be right back. I don't know whether we're gonna see a lot of bees come back here or not. But this is what we're looking at. This is just, that's terrible. This one was the same way. I'm getting rid of these. I hate that there's nectar in those frames, but I mean, what's the point? I just don't want all those drones. Let me go ahead and probably whack this one too. Yeah. Yeah, I want to whack this one too. All right, that one's going away as well. This one wasn't as bad, but it's got, this whole frame has been laid with drone brood. It's just in the larva stage. Yeah, there's no worker cells on here at all. All right, well, there you go, the end of another adventure. Now, I tell you what, we did manage to accomplish both of our goals, even though it didn't look like it. I mean, we had a lot of detours. We ended up with a swarm, and I did a split from another one. I moved some swarm traps up here to the fence, but we did manage to find the queen finally in hive number 12 after I shut the camera off yesterday. After 3 attempts, we found her, and all is right with the world there. And I actually moved a little green queen from hive number 13 into the bottom of this box as an attempt to try to stop the laying worker situation. Well, they killed her. She's dead, but the good news is they've got like 6 swarm cells in there that they're still attending to. So I'm hoping that those swarm cells will hatch sometime within the next week, and we will see a new queen in that box. Now, if all else fails, and we come back next week, provided it's not raining, we come back next week and we take a look in there, and the swarm cells are chewed out and they're gone, and there's no queen, and she's not in a mating flight, and we still see laying worker situation happening there, then I will bring one of those new Krynock hives from the home bee yard and put it right there in hive number 20 spot. I will shake out every single box that we have here, and then they're just gonna have to battle their way back in through the Krynock guards. Let me tell you, that's not gonna be an easy feat. That will definitely solve the problem. I wanna keep as many bees in that hive as possible, but as you can tell by looking at the footage, there's a lot of drones in there, and all they do is consume. I really don't want that many drones. in the hive. So there you go, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. I would love to hear from you. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy. And I will see you next week. Take care.